What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, and today we have some massive updates for the PS Vita community. We have a ton of ports that just got released, and I've been out of town and not able to cover all of these ports in single videos, which I'll do throughout the week. If you're just looking for a specific game that you want to install on your PS Vita, I'll provide that for you. But we're going to cover everything in this video, and there are 4 new ports. There's 3 big ones, and out of the 3, the first one is going to be the Animal Crossing, the first Gamecube port for the PS Vita. It is incredible, and I can't wait what else they're going to be porting over to the console. The second big one is going to be Devil May Cry 4. This is the mobile spin-off in the universe of Devil May Cry franchise. This was highly desired by the community, and we now have the full port. And the third big one is Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, ported over to the PSP. It's incredible how they're still working on the PSP and adding so much new updates and new games to that amazing console. Not only that, but there has been a developer that has created a full file system replacement for the Sony PSP, which means it will replace the old PSP file system, and this will allow you to detect and use FAT32, exFAT, and most importantly, extreme speed SD cards. This is going to be a completely new PSP ISO specific file system that is extremely fast. And not only that, you'll be able to overcome the SD card size limitation to support up to 1 to 2 terabyte SD cards. This is going to be an amazing update for all of us PSP users, all of the PSP enthusiasts. So we're going to be taking a look at all these new updates in this video, so let's get into it. First up is Animal Crossing Vita, often labeled as ACGC Vita port. This is an unofficial homebrew port of the Gamecube Animal Crossing targeting the PS Vita. It's based on a community decompilation fork of the original Gamecube title, adapted to run natively on Vita hardware. The goal is to keep that classic early 2000s Animal Crossing vibe, real-time days, talking to villagers, fishing, decorating, and just now on a portable Sony system that never got an official Animal Crossing game. Right now, it's still very much a work in progress, so expect early builds, possible performance quirks, and missing features as the developer continues updating it. But even in this state, it's already impressive seeing the GameCube style village running directly on the Vita. Just like the other Vita ports, is distributed as a VPK via the Vita homebrew scene, and typically expects the usual plugin setup people already use for modern Vita ports. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on new PS Vita and PSP videos. Thank you. Next is Devil May Cry 4 Refrain for the PS Vita. This is a port of the old mobile spin-off of Devil May Cry 4, brought over as a native Vita homebrew. The original Refrain was a simplified mobile-friendly take on DMC4 with shorter stages and streamlined combat to work on phones. On the Vita, you get proper physical controls, nicer scaling on the OLED and LCD screens, and a much more console-like feel compared to playing this on an old smartphone. This port aims to keep the content of the mobile game while taking advantage of the Vita hardware, so expect something much lighter than the full DMC4, but still stylish, hack and slash on a handheld that never officially got a DMC game. If you want to try it, you install it like a normal Vita homebrew VPK, and it's available through the usual Vita homebrew databases as of early 2026. Next up is the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike port for the PSP. This one targets PSP and PSP compatible devices such as PS Vita running Adrenaline, and is built from a decompilation of the PS2 and PC versions of Third Strike. According to the project page, the main focus points are staying accurate to the original gameplay, mechanics, and timing, tuning performance for the PSP's hardware, and getting the audio and music to behave correctly on this platform. The important bit is that this is a native style port, not an emulator. It's code rebuilt for the PSP CPU and GPU, so it can feel smoother and more consistent than typical CPS3 emulation on this hardware. People have already shown it running on PSP-based devices and Superstation setups, and it's becoming a go-to way to play Third Strike portably. Fourth on the list is another PS Vita port, which is called Defender 2 Vita version 1.01. Defender 2 is a pretty classic tower defense, castle defense game where you protect your castle from endless waves of enemies using a bow and powerful magic. You play as the last defender shooting arrows manually while upgrading your strength, speed, and abilities. As the game goes on, enemies become stronger and more challenging, so you'll need to improve your skills and unlock new defenses like magic towers and special powers. The game data files consist of the original Android game. And to close things out, let's talk about something that doesn't add a new game, but makes your PSP way more powerful. DratiniFS and Leftovers. This is a two-part release that tackles two big PSP problems: storage limits and slow memory stick performances. Leftovers is a plugin that lets the PSP effectively use huge SD cards, like 1 terabyte, by slicing them into up to 12 to 16 smaller FAT32 partitions under about 441 gigabytes each, and letting you switch between them with button combos. DratiniFS is a full replacement for Sony's FATMS.PRX file system driver that adds proper exFAT support and a new extreme speed raw ISO partition. So that is it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it as always. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new updates in the future. Take care, everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Morning, bro. Damn. Alright. Ton of ports that have been released. Oh my god! Start recording. I haven't. The devil works in a way, knows how to get it, but guess what? We're gonna get past it. Because that's just a setback. There's always a setback, but guess what? We're gonna keep pushing forward, because that's what I do. I ain't gonna let nothing stop me. So let's get into it. That's good. That's good. I like that one.